Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode of GunplaTV. We are on episode number 298, and look who joins me this week.
Yay! So I just got done filming Toy Tengoku as well.
Ooh,
and
okay.
as I said there, I'm sick. So my voice is kind of nasally, I apologize. But I'm Lindsay, and I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Good to have you back. It's been a while.
Yeah.
We have like a revolving list of co-hosts for GunplaTV. But anyway, we have some new models and stuff to talk about. So, what should we begin with first? Oh my goodness.
Well, these are kind of taking up a lot of space.
All right,
so
let's go in with the new stuff. So yes, so this week, as far as Gundam releases go, we only had this Gian Intercept custom come in, and this is part of the new Origin line. That's kind of cool, but it's a bit small, so I thought maybe we kind of needed maybe a little bit more. Something more. And there's something that I've always been wanting to cover on this show, but just the right opportunity has never really presented itself.
Until now.
And I think, well, in the beginning there wasn't so many kits, but now there's actually a lot more kits.
Yeah.
And this is from a Chinese company called, and I think I'm pronouncing it right, Meng. Maybe not Meng, but Meng. And these are part of their World War Toons line of tank kits. So yeah. World War Toons is it a mobile game or a computer game?
Does it
PC
say on
game?
here? I have not played it myself, so I'm not sure. It sounds like a PC game.
I know it's a game, but I'm not sure if it's mobile or
know if you
PC
played
game.
it.
Although PC gaming in China, I believe, is really popular. So I would actually imagine it probably is a PC game.
Well, anyway, so these are the pinky versions, which means they're colored.
They are colored.
With fun, like, orange, pink, blue, green,
actually, speaking of that, let's crack open one of these boxes here, so maybe we can get a good look at what is inside. So, it looks like it should be colored on the box, but is it actually? Yes, it is. So, like you would see with the Gundam kit, the plastic parts actually come molded in color, but you don't really get a huge color variation like you would see in a Gundam kit. So you get all of the plastic pieces are molded in one color. In this case, it is orange. But you also get these kind of, the rubber tank tracks are molded in the nice green color too. And it looks like it comes with a tiny little thing of water slide decals.
Yeah.
Now these World War II kits, I actually have never built one yet. I've been really kind of wanting to build one. So that's why another reason I have them out here today is these kits, like a Gundam kit, is something that you can buy and just snap together. At least that's what the box says. It says, they should say, like fast cement-free assembly design. So no glue is required, and since it's already molded in color, you don't have to paint it if you don't want. So.
Now, I have one thing to say. Anna and I were disappointed because it doesn't come with any cute little figures. So she bought one with the cats.
Right, that's the pink Sherman, the original one that they did, I believe.
And there are no cute little cat figures to ride it.
And this one has no little little polar bears. But they are fixing that, actually.
Yeah.
Because if you look on our site, I hope it's still available for order, but they have a new Christmas tank coming.
Yes, the Santa.
And it actually says in the description that it's going to come with little Santa figure.
Now,
so that's awesome.
I think it's unpainted.
I think, yeah, it's probably just like a resin type figure.
Right. Now, that would be okay with, like, the cats, because they're, like, just a little round shape. But Santa might be a little harder to paint. But it's still pretty easy.
Precisely paint the white mustache.
And the
red hats and all the trimmings. But at least it's something fun.
Yeah. I look forward to seeing what you show us next week.
Right, indeed. So, and they do, like, a standard non-pinky version of these kits. Usually the standard version comes out first before they do the pinky version. So they have more realistic military version. The box is actually different for this one. These ones open like top open like you would find on a normal Gundam kit, but this one has like your side opening type.
Yeah, they're not taped or anything. But
yeah, they're not taped, so you can just open them up. But that was pretty cool too. So we got some cool stuff to look at. We'll see what we can maybe get built for next week. Actually, these also, I want to point out something. These are really not too expensive.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I believe
they're really
none of these
affordable.
Are above 2,000 yen. I think they're all around like 1,500 yen or so. So they're really, actually, they're pretty great price. If you maybe look kind of interested in armor models, but you don't want to go full on to like a huge 1/35th scale type thing, or maybe like gluing and painting is just maybe too mendo kusai or difficult.
Especially with all the track links and things.
You get the individual track links and you have to break out like a jig to individually each one. Some of them have like little tiny metal pins and you have to pin each one together too. That looks fun! not. Okay, but if you're interested in tank stuff, hey, try these out. We'll have the links below. So a lot of these are available. Like we can have them in stock.
Yeah,
like
I
3 to
mean,
5
we
days,
can back order them. So
yeah, we can back order
them.
pretty much all of these monk kits. So no worries there. If you're interested, get your orders in. All right, but for this week, we have a Yamato special going on.
Right.
And so we had a couple of different Yamato kits come in recently. So I went ahead and got them both built in the same week. So we had, the first up is the 1/1000 scale Ginga. Right. And I also, if you guys remember back, I don't even know how many episodes back it was, but I think you were here with me for that one.
Yes, I think I was on that episode.
Right, gosh, how many months ago was that? Years ago?
Maybe
months?
a year?
Maybe a year ago? It's been a while.
Yeah.
We covered the original. It's not really the original because this is like a 2022 Yamato, so it's not like the 2199, but the 2022 version of the Yamato. That one we did previously. So I brought it in also so we can kind of compare the Ginga to the Yamato, and then also we had that really cool little Mecha Collection, I believe.
Yes.
Mecha Collection Andromeda ship kit collection. So
and
I
those
went ahead.
came separately, right, before, and
Yes.
now they're giving us all of them in a
all
big
of them
set.
in one box. So you get 3 Andromeda class, and then you get like the carrier version of the Andromedas as well. And then I'll give you that really cool display disc. But let's go into that more in detail over and the close-up.
And cut.
All right, so first up, we're going to take a look at the Mecha Collection set, and this was the U.N.C.F. AAA class set. Let's see if I can pull in the box, although
we're going to knock.
We're going to knock over everything in there. You can kind of get a look at the artwork. Say, look, it's Mecha Collection number 7. Yeah.
They couldn't see that.
They couldn't see that at all. All right, so with this set, we get 5 different Andromeda-class ships, and thankfully, the box gives us the names of each one in English. So, first up, we have the Andromeda, which would be this guy right here in the front.
I'm going to
bring
him in for a close-up.
The Andromeda. Actually, I need to make sure that I am getting this correctly, because they are different ones. Oh, where was the other one? Andromeda, Apollo. Okay. Yep, so we have the Andromeda. We have the Aldebaran.
Which one's that?
Which one is that is a good question indeed. And that would be another one of the gray-looking Apollo class ships. So that would be I believe the Aldebaran. So you have the Andromeda, Aldebaran. All of these names starts with an A here. And then next up we have the Apollo Norn, which is the blue carrier-looking version here. So this is the Apollo Norn. Didn't they use the same name for a ship in Battlestar Galactica?
Don't remember.
Oh, I don't remember myself, actually. And we also have the Achilles, which would be the blue-looking Apollo class, I believe, maybe. If not, don't shoot me. And then also we have the Antares, which would be the last one, the gray-looking carrier class.
Now, a lot of these to me look very similar, but I'm sure for you who, having built them, you can spot the subtle differences, right?
Nope, actually they're all the same.
Oh.
All right, so for the 3 actual Apollo class ships here, the names I can't remember off the top of my head. Not Apollo class ships, the Andromeda class ships. These are actually all identical as far as the plastic goes. This one has blue color, but these two are actually identical.
Wait, what?
So there's no difference.
They made you build the same kit twice?
3 times, really, if you count the blue one. Actually,
okay,
but right, yeah. So the 2 carrier versions, because I mean this has got to be a carrier because you got like the little flight deck looking thing going on in the back there. These ones differ slightly in that it has a different bridge style and has this, but other than that, the rest of the ship is actually the same. So you're kind of building the same ship 5 times in a way, just a slight difference as far as the back of the ship goes.
So what's the big difference then? Is it from different episodes, different series, movies?
I think these are from, I don't know if these are from the 2202. I think I said 2022 earlier, didn't I? These are from the 2202 series, so I believe these are just all appear in that series at some different time.
With different specs or something?
Well, I don't think different specs. I think because they're like the same class of ship, so they are like identical. It's just that each one has like a different captain. They have different crews.
I only watched the first of the revival anime series that came out.
Okay, so they do give you the decals here. So to actually differentiate these guys, you can put on these decals, and they have them all separated there. And the names are here in English, so you will be able to tell which one is supposed to be for which ship.
Can we actually get that? We'll zoom in far enough. There we go.
Yeah, I think you can tell.
You can see the words Apollo.
Yeah, and Antares. If you guys are watching this in the high definition, then hopefully you should be able to read that here. Now, these kits all come molded, unless they are molded completely in a different color. They're all molded in one single color, so no color variations. But the box does give you, and this would kind of be considered. Let me try to knock them over. Kind of consider this like your painting guide and decal placement guide of where you need to put this stuff. So you'll notice here, like the noses of these kits are all white. They don't actually give you, there are no decals for like that white nose stuff. So if you want to try to paint in these details or the different color details, just use the box top as your guide and have fun trying to paint these little tiny miniature kits, because that's going to be...
Yeah, I mean, the Mecha Collection series are all pretty small, and they're pretty much one color.
Right.
I mean, like with the Dragon Ball Z Mecha Collection, I see 2 or even 3 colors sometimes, but these are typically only one.
Right. Typically only one, although, yeah, as you mentioned, sometimes they do go into different colors. But, I mean, these kits are fun to build. They're snapped together, of course. There's no glue required. You will have to be careful because, unlike a Gundam kit, you do have, like, a lot of tiny little, small little hanging off spikes, and these things I can imagine will be pretty easy to break or lose, so be careful when building it. Another thing to mention is this comes with this fancy new style of display base, like a 2-step level display base. Bandai recently, well, I think a year or maybe even 2 years ago now, they recently started selling these separate, not in this specific blue metallic sparkling color, but like black and clear I think they had versions of. So we'll try to remember to link those in the comments below. But yeah, if you guys like these are actually might be useful for wargaming too, if you're interested in like a space wargaming. So that's something else.
Yeah,
that'll be interesting.
Good suggestion.
But they're fun to build, and you get a lot of different ships in this box. All right, now
let's talk about the big ship.
Let's go into the Ginga. All right, now we have the Ginga all set up and ready to take a look at. So this is 1/1000 scale. And if you guys will remember, I went ahead and built the other Yamato a while ago. So we'll kind of compare them a bit differently. We'll compare them in a little bit. But first, let's just take a look at the Ginga. So for the Ginga, you end up with... Oh, actually, you can tell. Looking at the camera, he's straight, is it? There you go. It comes with this display base, of course. And for that display base, you also have the option of choosing which kind of sticker you would like to put on there. So if you would like to have just the Japanese only, or the English, or you want it in silver, or you even want like the more like model one with the scale on there, you have your choice what sticker to put on the display base. All right, so the Ginga has a not completely, but a slightly redesign over the Yamato. And right off the bat, you can tell it has this really cool looking all glass. All right, so let's see if we can focus in there. So you'll notice inside the clear, actually, there is some like detail. I'm not sure if this is a bridge or whatnot. I tried to look up some information about this ship, but I think this is from a brand new Yamato movie, which was releasing in theaters on November 2nd here in Japan. So not many people have had a chance to watch it yet, I believe, so not a whole lot of information to be found about this Ginga. Dave brought up a mention last week that in England, I guess Ginga means something else completely different.
No, that was Mung.
Oh, that was last week.
Wait, Ginga means something different too?
Yeah, Ginga itself, I guess it refers to like people with like red colored hair. And,
what? And
apparently it's considered like a bad term in England. So he was quite giddy over the name of this ship, I should say. All right, so one cool feature, you'll notice that is clear, and this ship actually is supposed to light up in different phases, in different places. And one of those places that will light up is here, and then also you can get it to light up in the tail unit here. Now, to light up the tail unit here, though, you will need to buy that separately sold 2 LED type unit. What do they call it? Oh, the Bandai, it's like a 2 LED set. Well, I'll link to it below. Thankfully, I recently built that F91 Master Grade, and that Master Grade had a really easy setup using that 2 LED where it's actually just installed into the stand, not the kit itself. So I stole the 2 LED set from that Master Grade so I can install it into this ship to kind of show you. But one interesting thing about this ship also, the front is also supposed to light up if you have a separately sold yellow LED.
Oh my.
So not only do you have to buy the 2 LED thing separate, you would have to buy a separate LED for the front light if you want this part to light up as well. So if you ever wanted to like turn on every light in this ship, you have to take it apart in like 3 different places just to turn on those lights. They do give you you get one free LED included in this kit, and this is the brand new Bandai blue LED, which also recently went up for order separately. So I believe you can buy that separately if you want now. It's due out later. Now to turn on the blue LED, you have to take off, and this was the same as the other Yamato. So you'll see here, this is where you would install the yellow LED. So you could pull that out, and then you can put the LED unit in here, and then that's going to light up your front. There's also, I'll show that later, there's a decal you're supposed to put over the nose of that here. But for the included blue LED, what you will want, you can turn that on once you take it off, and you probably could notice that a little bit on the camera.
Shall I
there.
flip the light?
Maybe if we can flip the light off a little bit.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so there you go. You can kind of see that, although you can't really see the rest of the ship, but you can see the LEDs and how that lights up. That's kind of cool looking.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I imagine if you have like a dark room and you have all of the lights, that would look quite nifty. Now let me show you if you wanted to turn on the 2 LED unit that I've also installed thanks to my F91. Let me show you how you're going to remove it and be able to turn that on. So this one is a bit more tricky because you have to remove this bottom plate. And there's so many like sharp pointing things that I'm just so worried about twisting or breaking. So what I've been doing is I've been using these fins just to pull down directly just to get this thing open a little bit here.
It sure would be nice if they put a switch somewhere on the exterior.
Well, I mean, that would be nice, but then again, I think a lot of serious modelers don't like want a switch hanging out the side of their ship.
I understand, but it's just to have the switches in 3 different places is crazy.
Yeah, it's not something you would turn on. Like, after I'm done with this review, actually, I can't see myself ever turning this thing back on, to be honest. So, you have to pull off that thing, and then you can turn on the switch to get the backlights. And one interesting thing about that is, let me show you, once I get this back up, is... Can you see it? Let's turn off the light again. All right, so you can kind of see it there. So, we got the backlights the engine lights are going. We've got the blue lights for the cockpit, and if I had a yellow LED, I would have the front light lit up as well. But that is kind of something cool. If you are a completely like hardcore serious modeler, you actually might be better off just trying to rig up your own LED type system. Something that maybe had like an outside switch, like run like a wire down beneath it. That might be a better option. It just depends on how how badly you really want this thing to light up for you every day. But I kind of like building these kits because I don't really have to talk about articulation.
I don't know, the lights though are...
The lights are kind of a bit tricky. But I mean, this kit actually does have a little bit of articulation. The cannons, they rotate. Hey, 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 hey. The guns have a little bit of movement too, so you can position the cannons into different, and that's cool. And one other thing, I've built some other ship kits, like real military scale ships, and these cannons are really fine, and they actually molded in the holes in the front cannons, so you can see that there in the cannons or on the camera there. But some actual ship kit makers, they're not able to do that, and you get the barrels and they're just completely closed. So let me see if I can pull over, because I mentioned that we were going to show them off together. Let me grab my Yamato, the 2202 Yamato. Excuse the dust. I tried to find my compressed air can, but I found it, but I was actually completely out. So let's actually maybe
Time to
turn that off. And, whoops.
Sorry. I can't.
There you go. That's a good pose. So that's a good pose. See here, you get a good look at these two kits side by side, so you can note the differences.
Yeah, I see. First off, I see a lot of these turrets.
Yes, I remember these actually. All these little tiny guns, they were such a kind of a pain in the butt to put together. But the new Ginga does not have those.
There's closed hatches.
They have closed hatches. So maybe in the series they have like guns that will pop out of those hatches. I wonder. So. Yeah, that is different as well. I mean, the red things below are different. This whole like bridge area is completely different,
right,
on the ship. You're missing the secondary rear cannons here. All the small guns, basically. Just
from my perspective, it looks like this is more like the actual ship, and this one looks like a spaceship to me,
right?
Because of that bridge.
This one looks more. It takes a lot more cues from the traditional actual IGN Yamato, whereas this is
right,
like something completely newly redesigned, I guess you could say. What else was different? I think this nose cap here on the front is different, but just looking at them side by side, I can't really notice much different. You end up with a lot of extra spare parts when you build this kit, which is something that's kind of fun if you like to collect spare parts and use them later on for other stuff. But yeah, I mean, if you're a big fan of the Yamato series, and these kits, they're a real joy to build, and they're so detailed that they look great. And yeah. What else? I lost track of my thoughts here.
I jumped and I caught off guard.
Oh no! But I do recommend these. I like building the Yamato kits whenever we get something new. Which lately it's like kind of rarely we get something new. So always fun to get these in.
And this is just for David.
Oh
no, I was off. And we're back.
Yes, indeed.
And we've got some questions.
Okay,
Can I read them?
If you would, please.
I haven't read these in so long. Okay, let's see if I can do this with my voice.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Anyways, the first one comes from Nick, who said, what are your guys' thoughts about the recent Bandai kits? Is there a chance for third companies to step back into the model kit industry?
Okay, so that's an interesting question.
Now, I'm sure you have something profound to say, but before you say that, I'm just going to say, do you mean Gundam specifically? Because there are other companies like Aoshima that do like some of the sci-fi kits that aren't Gundam, like, Full Metal Panic. But if you mean Gundam specifically...
Well, I mean, Gundam itself is covered by a license, so no other company could actually do Gundam kits. I mean, there were some Chinese companies that tried, but actually I think a lot of those Chinese companies recently got the crackdown by the Chinese government, which is interesting for the Chinese government to actually crack down on that. But yeah, as far as specifically Gundam, no. But I mean, as far as like other like type of model kits, I mean, there are quite a few other model kits that are doing quite well, to be honest. I mean, Kotobukiya kits aren't too bad.
Yeah, Kotobukiya has been doing model kits for years.
Yeah,
at least 10. I can't remember the exact year they started doing that.
Yeah.
But like, I think more and more companies are jumping on the SnapFit bandwagon.
Yes.
Which Bandai was like the master of.
Yeah, they were the master, but yeah, I think the SnapFit is another good point. We got Fujimi's making SnapFit cars.
Right.
Fujimi's making SnapFit ship kits. This is something else I want to have on the show at some point in the future. And we have Aoshima. We covered the Aoshima car. We've done some other Aoshima kits, of course. Kotobukiya. Now we're doing Meng from China. So And Modoroid from Good Smile.
Yes.
Good Smile just came out with a whole new model kit branding for these new kits that they're making. Modoroid. So we did the God Mars and we did the Mazinkaiser before. So there is some other interesting stuff. I mean, there's always room for more companies to come out and do more.
Yeah, I just think a lot of companies recently have realized that a lot of people don't have the time or patience anymore for all these glue kits.
The glue, and maybe they don't have the supplies.
Right, the supplies, the workspace, paints and things. So it's just a lot easier to introduce your more casual modelers.
Right, and I think they can definitely sell a bit more that way, because you get one market that just wants to buy a kit and snap it together. But then also with that same kit, as long as the details are nice and it looks great, it doesn't really matter if it's a snap fit kit, because more advanced modelers will build it and then they will go ahead and do the painting and gluing and what have you anyway. So
right.
So yeah, I just kind of hope to see more. I know a lot of really serious modelers don't like the snap fit stuff, but I mean, if it keeps the industry going,
right,
then I'm for it.
That's the thing. Like the younger audience, like it's kind of hard to step into these advanced modeling projects. So it's a great introduction to modeling, and I really appreciate it myself.
We do indeed.
Like I said, even Anna built one of these tanks.
Right, although it didn't have the cats.
No.
Although Bandai gave her the cats.
Yes. We love those darn Negobuso kits.
Right, we covered that like 2 episodes ago.
And now they finally have a long hair cat. Anyways, I'm digressing. Okay. My next comment here is from Neon Wave, who said, dumb question, how about showing us tutorials for the 300th episode? It's how the show started after all. Now that's not a question so much as a request, I think.
Yes.
But what are your thoughts on that?
If you want to get into the semantics about it. Well, I mean, this is a good point, and tutorials is something that we've just been talking about. I mean, Scott showed a little bit of tutorials with the dry brushing and stuff like that. So I mean, it's stuff that we want to do, but it's specifically for the 300th episode. Specifically for the 300th episode, I don't think we'll have anything in that, just because we got like some other stuff planned, and it might just end up. We don't want to end up with some like 5-hour long bonanza type thing. So. But look for that in the future. Yeah. Yes, definitely look for that in the future. So me and Scott actually were mentioning that we should have like an episode where we talk about nippers at some point too. So
your favorite thing in the world.
So yeah, so look forward to, not for the 300th episode, but we do want to get to do more of that in the future.
I may have started a rumor on Toy Tengoku that you also eat your food with nippers, that you like use them for everything, but you could scoop.
I'd have to get like the bigger size Tamiya nippers if I wanted to try that.
I just think, for the 300th episode, you should just show a day in the life of Todd with his nippers and just do everything with your nippers. Anyways, we also have a winner, don't we?
Oh, it's that time of the week again. Okay, so we do indeed have a winner for 2,000 yen HobbyLink Japan store credit, and this week it is going to comment number 38, and his name is Carlos YYO and he says, that's Carlos, it's got to be he. That Sinanju Stein look sexy.
Indeed it does.
Indeed it does.
You know what else looks sexy? This 2,000 yen store credit on your account.
Yes, it does.
You could look sexy too.
Yeah, it could. And you can put that towards this Sinanju Stein if you would like as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Yourself a Christmas present.
Yeah, an early Christmas present. Ship it before the holidays. All right, so if you guys would also like to win 2,000 yen HobbyLink Japan store credit, all you need to do is go to hobbylink.tv, find episode number 298, and post a comment.
Every time you do that pause before the 298, I'm like, did he forget the episode number? No, but you just do that every time. Anyways.
It's the suspense.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Anyways, so, you can also leave a comment on YouTube, but your comment will only count as an entry into the giveaway if you comment on hobbylink.tv.
That's right.
Also, be sure to sign up so your name turns orange so we can contact you.
That as well. All right. So also please remember to like and subscribe. And where else can they find us?
Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and links to all of those are on hlj.com.
And there you have it, guys. All right, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Please remember we are brought to you by HobbyLink Japan, hlj.com. So please help support us by buying your stuff from us. And with that, we bid you adieu.
See you next time. Awkward silence.
Awkward silence for the cut.